everyone, Thordan Smash here, and we are out bouldering today, but we are going to be talking about new buffs and nerfs coming to Apex Legends, but we're also going to go ahead and talk about new rank rules that are finally coming to the game. We're going to go over all of that. We're also going to go ahead and give out one of the universal heirlooms. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
What's up, Legends? Today, Apex Legends just dropped a double whammy of insanity. On one hand, there is a brand new leaked legend named Quantum alongside the new character Overdrive, who can apparently pocket other players like their Pokeballs. On the other hand, Respawn's experimenting with a rank decay system, meaning if you don't play, your rank dies faster than your frames on Stormpoint. So we're going to break down all the information you guys need to know, and let's start with the rank decay system, which was recently tested internally according to some leaked information. Here's how it works though. Diamond and above players lose a percentage of their rank points every single day they don't play. This is absolutely horrible. If your LP or ladder points hit 0, you're demoted back to Platinum 1. So if you're busy for a few days, work, vacation, existential crisis, whatever, Apex is basically like nice master's badge, shame if something happened to it. This would be the first time ever that Apex introduced an activity-based punishment system. We're talking literal daily rank decay. It's like gym memberships for Apex. If you stop showing up, your gains disappear. Now, on paper, you might think, oh, that's just to keep ranks healthy and competitive, right? But in reality, it might just make it miserable for 99% of the player base. Let's get into why this is actually a terrible idea. It punishes consistency instead of rewarding skill. Apex Ranked has already required a ton of grind, especially with the current LP system and long queues at higher ranks. Now imagine hitting Masters, feeling proud, then realizing you're basically being held hostage by the decay timer. If you take 2 days off, you lose hundreds of points. Take a week off, boom, you're back in Platinum like you never even played. It doesn't reward performance, which is what rank should always strive to do. It punishes inactivity, even if that inactivity is life related, because apparently, in Respawn's mind, being an adult with a job or a family is a skill issue. It also destroys ranked competitive integrity. Ranked is supposed to represent skill level over time. If someone hits Masters and holds it, that should mean something, but if decay exists, then rankings start reflecting time commitment, not talent. We already have the split system. You're not climbing because you're better, you're climbing because you have less of a social life. The system rewards streamers and full-time grinders, but punishes anyone who can't log in daily. And ironically, it'll hurt Respawn's own competitive credibility, because Apex already struggles with ranked inflation, MMR desync, and matchmaking chaos. Adding decay to this just means we see the top 100 constantly yo-yo up and down, not because of skill changes, but because of scheduling. And it's also going to create player fatigue. Imagine constantly playing with the fear that your progress will evaporate if you miss a day. That's not fun. That's anxiety disguised as competition. Apex should be about improvement, teamwork, and big brain plays, not whether you can play 7 days a week like a job. And trust me, burnout in ranked is already real. Ask anyone who's tried grinding from Plat to Masters this season. Now imagine doing that every single week. It's like trying to climb a mountain that respawns behind you every morning. Believe me, I know that feeling. The timing makes no sense as well, because if Respawn is testing this right as Apex is trying to rebuild its reputation with creator tournaments, wildcard mode, and community engagement, why throw in a system that literally drives players away from ranked? It's like hosting a pool party and then draining the pool mid-event. Everyone's just standing there confused, holding floaties, and it has a little bit more trauma. Now, let's go ahead and shift gears, because while rank decay is melting the community's sanity, Respawn's also cooking up a legend that might break physics itself. Quantum, the leaked new legend, supposedly has this passive. It allows you to pocket allies temporarily. You can release or deploy pocketed allies at any time. Pocketed allies are carried along with Quantum and share their POV. If Quantum takes damage, they do too. So let's unpack that chaos. At first glance, it sounds like an interesting support concept. Maybe it's a new way to save a teammate, pull them out of danger, store them safely, redeploy them later. That sounds kind of cool and like Pokemon basically. But then, think about the implications. Can Quantum pocket someone mid-gunfight? What happens if Quantum gets stuck? Do both players die in the void? Can you pocket a downed teammate? Because if so, congratulations, Apex just invented reverse kidnapping. Now, the fact that pocketed allies take shared damage adds another layer of chaos. So, if Quantum gets hit with a Kraber shot, his teammates in the pocket also eat 145 to the soul. Imagine explaining that in comms. Sorry bro, I died because you got shot. It could either be a genius support design or the biggest trolling tool since Mirage decoys. And the meta implications, at least from a balance standpoint, Quantum could completely redefine movement and team positioning. Imagine pocketing your Wraith, flying into a fight, and releasing them mid-air to double push a squad. Or imagine griefing, pocketing your teammate, then accidentally running off the map on Olympus. It's not just broken, it's kind of content gold. Streamers are going to lose their mind with this one. But from a competitive angle, their abilities introduce way too much risk transfer. If your Quantum gets cracked, the whole team would suffer. It turns one player's mistake into a shared L. It's like emotional damage, but coded into the gameplay. So let's zoom out for a second. Between Rank Decay and Quantum, we're seeing a trend. Respawn's chasing high engagement systems that keep players logged in longer and talking more. But the side effect is it risks alienating the very community that made Apex great. Rank should be about progression, competition, and learning from losses, not punishment for inactivity. And Legends should bring fun innovation, not existential dread when your teammate decides to pocket you mid-gunfight. It's starting to feel like Apex is experimenting with artificial pressure. Instead of adding meaningful depth to ranked, they're adding obligation. And instead of focusing on fair matchmaking and server stability, we're talking about daily point decay. And honestly, that's like fixing a leaking roof by buying a new doormat. The intent is clear. They want players to stay active and on the game, but there's better ways to do that. Reward consistent play with cosmetics or bonus LP multipliers, add ranked missions or competitive challenges per week, or bring back seasonal LP rewards for maintaining rank over time. Not this. Not a system that punishes you for giving your life. But overall, that's going to be everything in today's video. We're going to jump into community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll it.
Thoughts on everything coming to the game with the buffs and nerfs? Do you like the changes? Also, we have a brand new mountain biking video on the new outdoor channel. Don't forget to check it out right here. And until next time, everyone, keep sliding the Outlands. I'll see you out.